Sorry, I think I hit the wrong thing. Hi guys, sorry, messed up.
Hey.
No problem.
Hey.
Yeah, so I had to like log in as Bill Mays, and I'm trying to see if I can run this thing. So
No problem. This happens.
yeah, that's why we're practicing now.
Do you need some? I have an idea. Oh no, you have some.
I have my papers.
Here, why don't I give you this? Brand new. You can tear that out at the end if you need to.
Yeah, that way if I need to, hey, I got options. I love it.
I love options. This pencil changes color by.
So you're feeling better, Rudy?
Oh yes, yes, I'm feeling so much better. Yes, I am. Thank you. It was a bad like sinus infection or something.
Okay, I thought maybe you had corona.
No, we thought it was, but I went and got tested right away. Thank God for the Coastal Wellness Foundation.
Good, good.
And they were able to detect no COVID-19. So thank God.
That's good. Yes.
Happy to be here today with everybody.
That's good. Yes, I like your bathrobe. Is that a robe?
Yes, yeah. Well, I was gonna have a White Russian too, and do the whole dude vibe. Maybe for after.
Yeah.
Afterwards we'll do that.
That's good.
I don't have the heat turned up, and I'm a little chilly. So.
Yes.
You're gonna do the dude. You got to show us your rug.
Yeah, yeah.
It holds the
That's
room
a whole
together.
nother
They actually just took it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, someone took my rug. Oh shit.
Was it a phrase that pulled the room together?
No, it held the room
Tied
together.
the room together.
Tied the room together.
Tied the room together.
Now I want to watch that tonight.
Oh, we watch it at least once a month, right?
At least.
I mean.
I graduated from high school with the guy who created the Lebowski Fest.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
That's
There you
awesome.
go.
He started. He's from Louisville, Kentucky, and it started there in Louisville, Kentucky, and just kind of started sprouting up at different big cities. But then he had some issues, and I think he handed it off to. Are they still doing it?
Oh, I'm sure somebody's doing it.
It's one of those things that takes on a life of its own.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah, I guess when Jeff Bridges, we got a star Hollywood Walk of Fame, he went as the dude, and who was the other guy that played the other guy's character? He was playing they were in character while getting the star there and everything.
John Goodman?
Yeah, John Goodman.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see if anybody else shows up here. We'll give them a minute or two.
Hey, Tom, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay. Before we start the official meeting, I have a quick question, which is festival related, and maybe I'll ask it now and we'll see.
Okay.
You said that given some circumstances, each of us could be a host of a meeting. Would it be possible to have a trial run to sort of like see how it feels
That is a great question because Bill and I were practicing this afternoon, and we would like to do that with the panel host. What we're going to do is we'll have like one of either Bill or I or whoever is going to be on always, and then we will do is like make you guys co-hosts, and you can work it that way. But yeah, we want to do with the host for each panel is actually meet the week before, and just for a few minutes you can get a feel of what it's like to be in there and what
Yeah,
you do. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, perfect. Because we know there's always some glitches. It's inevitable.
that is for
Or,
sure. Like even
or
tonight. So because I'm using Bill's his password to get in. So if I could run the meeting and things, and so I mean he might come in actually as me. So it just depends on if he does or not. But we're trying to work it so I'm able to like run it. And all,
cool,
so,
cool. So yeah, so that's something which occurred to me as just would be good to have some dry run before the first.
I understand. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. We'll give him. Oh, we got 1, 2. I guess we're missing like Robin and who else? I guess that's about it for the main people that are doing panels and all. Okay, so why don't we get started? I'm gonna share the agenda. All right, so you guys can see that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so actually talking about the Zoom format. So Bill and I were working on that today. I'd like to, first question I have, Karen, are you going to be available part of the time, most of the time, all the time during the festival?
All the time.
Okay, great. And Joshua, you partially some of the time, most of the time, whatever.
It's going to be most of the time.
Okay.
I'll get back with you on whether it's all. There's some time I can't be there, but it's going to be most of the time.
Okay. So what we plan to do is we actually, Bill and I talked about having a meeting with you two this week and kind of like working at this, because one of the reasons we definitely want Karen in there is like we can record and then she'll be able to link them with the web page, which everybody should give a hand to Karen for the web page. It's fantastic.
Love it, Karen.
Thanks.
And so then, and as Stefan had asked about, Bill and I, the next week, we wanted to like have a practice with the panels, the panel hosts, and just so they can get an idea how it feels and what's going on. Right now, we're looking into how many hosts we can actually have. Now this comes up, we talked about this a little bit, of whether we wanted with the gallery scene where you can see the people that are there, or whether you want to just have it the people in the panel. So what is the consensus there on that?
I like just seeing the people in the panel.
Okay, that's one vote that way. Okay.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
Okay.
I go with that.
And then a speaker view on top of that, so that whoever's speaking is centered at the time.
I think so. Yes. It's yeah. I don't know exactly. Well, that's something we're going to practice on. So okay. So that's anybody else, because this is something we really should like get satisfied like now.
I like just seeing people in the panel.
Okay.
But if we could hear people in the audience.
No, we can't do that. You can't have that.
Okay.
If you open up the chat and have somebody that's constantly monitoring the chat for
Right.
questions. I think that's like the standard.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. All right. And then, and we could feed whoever's in the host of those questions and everything. Okay. Anybody else, yay, nay on this?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, Zoe?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not involved at all. I don't think I'm reading it all, but I feel like it would be really difficult for a reader to just kind of read if they can't see the faces of their audience. Does that make sense? I think I've brought this up before. It's kind of important to engage at least just a little bit with whomever is there watching you.
Well, they're gonna have at least the other panelists there. I mean, that is one disadvantage. I agree. It can be distracting though with a large group though. So, but I've seen it both ways. It depends on what's going on, how you want to run it. That's why I'm asking now.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an audience available, then you have all the issues with muting them and keeping them mute, or when other people are reading. Is that correct? Or
you can have them muted when they come in, and
but then they can always unmute themselves, or you can take that
No, they
permission off
can't.
of the
They
setting.
can't.
Oh,
They can't unmute themselves. You
Okay.
can the host can mute them.
okay, I see. So you could have the audience, and the audience is muted,
Yeah.
but there's no way to have audience as smaller images and the panel as larger images centered up top or anything. Zoom's not that complex, is it?
No, it's not. It doesn't do that. So that's the only. That's the reason why possibly just to have the panelists.
Tom, can it be flipped at some point, like at the end of the readings, when you have that conversation? Can it
No,
be flipped
you
at that
can't.
point?
No, you can't. That's one thing. It's either all or nothing.
You have to set the settings before you start the Zoom meeting, and then it goes with those throughout the whole Zoom meeting.
It's what it is like you have to set it up when you actually make the link. Is it whether it's a panel? I mean, either a meeting or an event, and the event sets it up with the people that are in there, and then the audience comes in and watches. Or and if it's a meeting, then everybody gets to be there and all. So that's the difference.
I just know that of the ones that I've been to, the ones that have just the speakers, just the panelists, seems more relaxed for me to watch as
Right.
opposed to when there's a bunch of people. It just seems really hectic, very busy to me.
Yeah.
And I get distracted.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that too. I think it is more relaxing when you don't feel like you're on the spot.
I've been to enough poetry conferences where all I read was to the panel, so it wouldn't be much different.
Right. I understand it. All
Probably
right.
have more audience members in this festival than the other ones.
Yeah. Okay. Whoops, Dylan got booted here. Okay, he's coming back.
Connecting to Facebook Live is actually something that y'all have to do, you and Bill have to do in your settings when you set it up.
Okay. Okay. In settings. Okay.
You just Google it.
All right. Okay. Okay, good. So that's what's gone on with that. Any other questions about the Zoom aspect?
Oh, so yeah, I have one question. So do the panelists have to register? Are we registering them? How do we get the link to them, etc.? Do they get a different link than everybody else?
I don't know who this is.
That's
Or-
Alan.
It's me.
Alan
We're
talking.
in the waiting room. We'll see who this is.
Alan, we'll find that out. I have no idea. We don't have a lot of practice doing this, so we're going to have to figure out how the event thing works and how you designate who your panelists are versus your audience.
Yeah.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah, actually, well, no, we'll give them the link. Okay. What Bill and I were talking about today is that we're going to have actually a separate link for every panel. Okay, it's not going to be the same link, and so
Yeah, but he's asking, how do you know who the panelists are so that when they go into Zoom, they're shown and other people aren't shown? How do you know they're the speakers?
Actually,
Okay,
I
I'll talk
wasn't,
to
but that's
Bill.
a good point, Susan.
Oh, sorry, Alan. That's what I thought your
No, you're
question
way
was. I
smarter
was
than
writing
me.
it down because I didn't know what it was. What was your question then?
No, but it was yeah, it was something like that.
I
But
think-
yours was better. We'll stick with yours.
Okay.
Yeah, and getting the link to the panelist. Yeah.
Okay, so we should be able to give them the same link and be able to bring them in. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Mhm.
All right. Any other questions on Zoom?
Hey guys, can you hear me? It's Robin. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, on the phone. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you-
Sorry. I can't see anything because I'm on my phone. So, I'm at a neighbor's house. So, I'm gonna be just listening in, but I'm here.
Okay. All right. So, well, Robin, the one thing you missed was that
Hello.
He froze. He froze, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't hear you said one thing I missed was.
that we're
Cliffhanger.
we're gonna meet you. Oh, that's great. My internet's unstable. We're gonna meet with the panelists like the week before, or so on Zoom to practice.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine.
That was one
That's
thing you
fine.
missed. Okay.
Yeah, I would like that. And I just heard that everybody's going to have their own Zoom address. Do people
Well,
have to register? Do people have to register ahead of time? Or can
There's
they?
a- Are you talking about? No, we're going to put the Zoom links or the plan is to put the Zoom links for each panel on the web page, and so they're able
Okay.
to just go to the web page, click onto the panel they want to go see.
Okay.
Also, what I did was, where it says you can sign up to get
Mhm.
notified. So I've already set up the email that will go out an hour before each panel that says X panel starts in 1 hour, and I'll just need the link info so I
Great.
can pop that out in an email.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's great. All right. Good. Alice, how about the Rob Jackson Awards? How are they going?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, no, hang on.
I'll get
The
off.
speaker thing. Hang on. Okay. So I got an email from Belinda Covarrubias double checking the deadline. So that tells me they're at least thinking about it or planning on submitting some things. But that's the only person I've heard from.
Yeah.
So I did send out another reminder email last week. And I will send out another one on Sunday evening. And so hopefully we'll get some poems.
Yeah, so we still only have the one poem?
We actually got a second one from another student, but both of those poems, I just have the poems and I don't have the submission form filled out. Like, I don't know where these kids are from, who their teacher is,
Okay.
any of those things.
Did you've emailed them back?
I emailed them back and sent them the form again and said, you have, please submit, please fill this out and send it to me. Yeah, so
Wow.
we will see what happens.
Okay.
We talk in behalf of Alice ISD. The gentleman that was, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes,
The gentleman that was going to take care of business, the department chair of English at Alice ISD, was,
So
could have been
Bill, is
working,
it your
not been
turn?
working, I don't know.
I remember moving here. Okay,
Hello?
Hello.
your turn.
Who's talking?
I'm listening.
Robin, you're not.
Robin, you're talking.
Or is Alice ISD?
Go
How do
ahead,
I do? Sorry.
All right, Juan, go ahead.
Alice ISD is not going to do anything. The gentleman I was taking care of passed away Monday morning. He got sick, passed away Monday morning. They buried him today. So I don't think there's anything there. He was going to take care of it. I can still ask the students, but that's why I have not responded to the emails. I know the email came to mine too. But the English department department head himself is the one that passed away Monday morning.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go. Right now. I'm gonna send my count Alice out. But I don't know. I don't think I can ask the kids, but as it is right now, the kids are aloof. I can't get a hold of a lot of them too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so sorry, Juan.
Yeah, that's horrible. Sorry.
Pardon.
I wish I could give you a better answer than that, but we're gonna have to exclude Alice. I don't think there might be some there, but it's his email, so I can't mess with
Right.
it.
Right.
So that's what happened with Alice, in case you wondered.
Wow. Okay.
His name was Marin Perez, as a matter of fact. We're not Ken, but that was his last name.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just hope for the better. We've got 5 days.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. What's up?
Let me ask this question. Let's say it gets to Wednesday and we don't really have any submissions to speak of. Do you want me to write an email saying deadline extended to Friday, but Friday is the ultimate last deadline? Get
Yeah,
your poems in.
That'll be fine. I think we just have to have enough time to kind of that should be enough time, I think, to do it, because we'll have to make up. Well, the panel's gonna Sarah, Javier, Dylan, and Alan and Chuck are gonna have to be able to judge those, and then we can make up all the stuff for it. So, but yeah, I think so. If you have 5 or less, yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a plan.
Okay. Any other questions on that? We won't worry about the rest of the parts of it there. All right.
Is it going to be up to the committee if they want to give out any awards at all if we only have a couple submissions?
Let's fall. We can run an email and vote on it then. Let's worry about it then.
Can I ask something real quickly?
Yes.
Were emails sent out to the English departments in most of the high schools in Corpus Christi, or was this something where only kind of people who knew somebody in an English department was contacted?
I can show you the list, but it's about 30 different names. I would say most of the schools in Corpus are represented along with some others.
And there just was no response, huh?
Well, But it's not that unusual that we just get the poems right at the very end.
Right.
Um,
And we
I
are
haven't-
missing the Author's Day this year where you would get some extra that way. So that is a part of a problem too. Definitely.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Moving on. So one of the things that Bill and I also encountered that we can't put banners at the bottom of the Zoom platform. We plan to get turn the Zoom on about 10 to 15 minutes before the panels start, and then we'll stick with it until it's discussion. The panel overs, they can overflow, but we're gonna cut panels off like after an hour and 20 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes, okay? Does that make sense? Okay.
I think you were breaking up there, Tom. We couldn't.
Sorry, yeah, the internet was kind of wavering. What I'm saying is like, we're gonna start the panel like a quarter of the hour to 10 minutes to the hour. And then we're gonna shut it down at an hour and 20 minutes to an hour 30 minutes, okay? So the discussion's gonna have to have a close. You're not gonna be able to go discussing for 2 hours there on anything, all right? Because frankly, we're gonna have to, because we're doing different panels, links and things, we're gonna have to shut down and we can't have extra meetings otherwise, or lengthwise too. And we will need breaks too for the people that are doing the behind the scene work on this. So I wanted to do that. So when we definitely can record it, and that's not gonna be a problem. Actually, Karen, I wanted to ask about the book section in the webpage. Have you had much response about that? Karen?
We've got one,
Okay.
actually. So most people have an Amazon link or their own website. So it hasn't been a big deal. So,
All
I mean, if
right.
anybody wants to, let me know. If not, no big deal.
Okay. All right. So that's probably anybody that's got books, probably if you can give that to Karen, the link to it for them. Anything else? All right. So the program itself is, we're just missing a couple bios. They're both from the Corpus Christi anthology, but Bill's gonna fill those in.
Got them today.
You got them today? Good.
Got them this afternoon. I just haven't put them up yet. I'm going to do that after I get off here.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
So so Thursday night is tentatively have the Rob Jackson Awards. We'll see if we have any awards to give out. And then the laureate reading. And yeah.
Tom, about the laureate reading, I think I haven't gotten. How many weeks have I tried? I don't know. I started at the beginning of January, right? Yeah, and we haven't gotten any response from the city yet.
Okay.
And even the second email that I sent this week, asking them if they received the first one, I haven't gotten any response. I'm wondering if we need to have somebody who lives in Corpus and has a councilman I can forward all the stuff to the person because there's nobody I can talk to since I don't live in Corpus.
Okay. Yeah. We'll look into it then. Yeah. That's a good. Okay.
And I'm wondering if somebody lives out on the bluff or who has Mr. Davis, is that his name? The guy who came the first year, because he's still he's still around. At least he knows that.
Is he the guy that has the trailer parks?
I don't know. I just know he was the councilman from the Bluff who came the first year.
Okay.
He's
Davison?
older white guy with a
Yeah, I
beard.
remember him. His name
I
was
thought his last name was
Davidson.
Smith.
Pardon
Could
you?
be.
Yours was Smith that came?
No. The first guy, I think his first name was Smith.
Okay.
Greg Smith, is that right?
I think Greg, I think that's the guy with the, that we're talking about. Greg Stitt,
Yeah,
is
that's him.
it Stitt, Stitt?
Or something like that.
Something like that. I think I've seen his name on the posters.
Okay.
Can I have my iPad? Ah, there it is.
Okay, we'll look into that this week. See what we can do. All right. And Juan, you're gonna be there on that too?
You're talking about on Zoom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, remember you told me you got Lefty.
I'm hearing voices.
Yeah, it's Robin. She's having a conversation wherever she's at.
She doesn't know how to mute her phone. There is a mute
Okay.
button on your phone, Robin.
Okay, sorry.
It's Greg Smith. He's our
Sorry.
local guy.
Greg Smith, okay.
I'll try to figure it out.
Okay. All right. So we'll talk to him. Okay, so then the rest of the panels look great. We've got all the bios up and pictures and all set up and things. Let's is there any questions on the Joshua, do you have any questions or Dylan? I mean, Rossi's not here. I don't know why, but she's not.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah.
Can you send me like a private email? What is it exactly? How you want to run this thing, as far as the transfer of?
Okay, sure.
Just send it to me private when you get a chance this week.
Oh, that sounds good. I will. All right.
Just make sure you make Tom write the goat one.
The goat.
Juan and I had to write the goat. I don't see why you don't have to write the goat.
I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there with that. All right. Joshua, did you have any questions or any things that all looks good?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Okay. And you're gonna what we'll be able to do is like make people in your panel hopefully a co-host at the time when they're reading. So if they want to share something visibly, they can do that.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Nick Carbo is going to be showing, he's going to be showing film poems. And I probably need to talk to him about that beforehand to maybe even practice that with him or something.
Okay, that'll be good. What?
Because he's.
Go ahead.
He's got a selection of them on YouTube. They're not the greatest, most amazing quality or at the moment. And maybe I need to even talk to him about perhaps redoing them or I'll talk to him about it. But it would probably be a good idea to practice with him a week before so that, because what we're gonna have to do is allow him to be co-host and then he can share his screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Octavio Quinta, I don't know what he's going to do with his, I don't know how he's going to show his frontextos.
I imagine you have to share his screen and show him.
That's what I assume.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Dylan, how about you?
I don't have any questions. I think we're all good.
Okay, great. And then Rossi's not here. So
I'm sorry. Hey guys, can you hear me?
yes.
I just had a question about going back to you're having difficulty getting contest submissions in. I wondered if Alice had gotten in contact with I think her name is Susan at Mary Carroll High School, because I have a contact there, and I wonder if that's your contact, I can Facebook her and send her the information through Facebook for her students.
I'm pretty sure that she's on my list.
Okay. I can send her a Facebook message just to prompt her to maybe, check her email, or ask her if she's distributed the information to the students, and because she always brings the students to the Authors Day, so I know she's always been involved. So if she had somebody maybe prompting her from another angle,
I think that's fine. You should go ahead and do that because it
Okay.
can only help at this
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So going on.
figured out my mute button, so I'll mute again.
Okay, thanks. Going on to the open mic and all, and I had a student today that I sent you Rudy and Crystal your email so they would sign up, and all.
Good.
So
Is that how we're doing signups before?
I don't know. I just figured that was the best way to do it, was just at least send it to you. Is like
Absolutely. We'll take it.
okay, and then we probably should, like, if we can, maybe send out like a things on Facebook that, like, there's an open mic starting at 9 o'clock, and with the conjunction with Revolve One podcast and the People's Poetry Festival. And if you're interested, then you sign up and all, so they can do that to read.
Yeah,
Oh,
Karen, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. How do you want them to sign up?
Well, that's what I was about to ask you. I don't know if there would be a way for us to incorporate that either within the website or even on a Google Sheets that we could make public. I don't know. Honestly, that's kind of I'm up for ideas on that.
Actually, go ahead, Karen. You're the knowledgeable one on this.
Not really. I mean, that's the only panel where we really need everybody, the whole audience showing up.
Right.
know,
And we
for
can
some
we can
panel.
make that one a well, it's not an event, but meeting wise and things, so
Right.
people can see. Maybe the best way, actually, I like your idea, Rudy. We could maybe make a link on the web page for a Google Drive Sheets, and they can sign up on that, and we can access that. So you'll have like a list of people to read, and we could start getting people to sign up for that.
Awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
Robert D, the poet from Missouri, asked me how he could sign up. I told him I would try to get him signed up. So let me know how we're doing it, and I'll put his
Okay.
email in there.
Yeah, I think Alice has an idea here too, but I think for now, anything like that, maybe this week upcoming, once I communicate with Karen and once Crystal and I maybe figure out the best way to do that, we can send an email blast so that we're all on the same page. But for now, yeah, feel free. You have my contact information and Crystal's. Feel free for right now to send them to us, and we can go from there.
Okay, good.
You could
What?
also do a sign up on Google. Sorry, we're just not reading this. Yes.
Google Sheets and Google Forms are the same thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was gonna ask something and now I forgot. Never mind. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
If we want to advertise this on our social media, should we just do it however we would like, or should we should there be a uniform little blurb that we can all put up with an image?
I was gonna
for the open mic.
I was just gonna send out the thing I sent out for this meeting with the has the 1-page sheet, or 2-page sheet. I was gonna revamp that because that Zoom link is not correct, and take that off, and then add the web page address there. Go to the web page for the Zoom links and for each panel, and then have that there, and we can put that out in social media so they can go to the web page.
Yeah, well, but just to get to Josh's question though specifically, I think if you give us between now and a week from now, we should be able to have a uniform idea of exactly how to communicate. People can sign up once we have that form or sheets confirmed rather, and then we can get everybody with the same verbiage and wording, so we can all post alike.
Right, but I was just thinking about the panels themselves. If someone wanted to try to promote their panel and things like that, that we're going to put out that sheet, and then and maybe we could even put a thing there. Look for the sign up list coming up on the soon on the webpage.
Got you. That's good.
Let me know if you're going to update that sheet, because I already added it to the webpage as a printer friendly schedule.
You did? Okay, my bad.
So that's okay. I'll go as soon as this is over. I'll take it down until I get the new one.
Now let me just look at it real quick.
Have we thought about a cap on the open mic?
We'll let we don't have a closing time on that. We can let
Okay.
Rudy and Crystal figure that out, if that's okay.
Yeah, I would say probably not more than 90 minutes to 120 minutes, I think, at the end of the day. So I don't think we'll.
Yeah.
Oh,
not
Rudy,
longer.
I was thinking more in the way of allowing people to sign up.
Oh, that's a good point.
Probably all the way up to 9 o'clock that day, probably.
Right.
Yeah, but no, but you make a good point. Like, how many times? Do you mean like how many times a certain person? Like,
Or how many people in general? Say, like, if you're giving them a 5-minute window, then how long the thing is that would dictate how many slots you would have.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And if there used to be an old joke, if I was told I had 2 minutes left to live, I would make it the last 2 minutes of an NBA game. But I swear to God, if I get 5 minutes to live, it'll be 5 minutes at an open mic, because they can go to 15 to 20, I think. But you have the power, so you can just turn them off, which is great.
That's true. Yeah, but I think at the same time, maybe we can talk about that, Tom or
yeah, sure. That sounds good.
Because if we have 300 people signed up,
well, that'd be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then we only have, so we would have to. Let's do some thinking on that. That's a good.
Right. See how many like 5-minute slots you have, and then figure it out from there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, then let's go on to Saturday. Alan, how's things looking good?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just reading 2 poems, one at the beginning and one at the end. And
okay.
I told Ken, Alex, and Dorothy they have about 15 minutes each. And because they're 2 short poems I'm reading.
Okay.
And I think they're all good to go.
Okay. Just a side question. Did you see Dorothy's last night? I didn't go.
No, the Rangers were playing, and I totally forgot about it.
Okay. All
they
right.
won. They beat the Capitals. I knew you wanted to know.
Thank you for that sport update there. Thank you. All right. Robin, mic up. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so is everything going good? Because like you have Cindy, Regina, Odelia, and Roxana. Everything's fine with them?
Yeah, everything's fine. Hey, are you going to be sending us an email that we can send to them, like an official email with
yes,
information
we will.
on it? Okay.
We will. We're just all's in the works. Yes. Do they need it sooner than later?
No, I just wanted to touch base with them and tell them, because, just remind them and tell them we're getting, let them know, show them the panel thing and, on the website, and
okay,
kind of, that's it. But
you can just send
Robin,
a link to the website too.
Yeah, I could.
Robin, in the
Oh,
past, we did a letter on letterhead. Is that what you want, or do you want something else?
yeah, letter on letterhead be good because like a couple of them are coming from universities and institutions where they, could use something formal.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's my fault. I'll get it done and I'll send it to everybody
Okay,
in the next couple
awesome. Thank
days,
you.
next week.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Thank you.
Good. Okay.
Do you need anything else from me?
No, you're good right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen, for all your work on the website.
You're welcome.
So Stefan, everything going well? You're muted. Steph, you're muted.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Okay, so we have a meeting tomorrow, our panel, at 4 o'clock because we want to do it at the same time when our panel meets. So what we are going to do is to compare notes, decide who is going to do what, in what order, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So so this is going good. What I would like to do is to send to them official programs for the festival in printed version once we have that.
We're not going to print a version.
Okay. All right. So, if we are not going to have that, then we're not going to have that.
Yeah, I mean, I could send you the one-page thing that has what the listing is, and then we'll also send them an official letter. So if they need that for their documentation, so
yeah, this would be nice. Yeah, to send to them some kind of non-electronic thing.
No, it's going to be electronic. We're going to send them a PDF.
Okay. Or I can print it and send it to them personally. Either way. And
I think we could afford to print copies if it's a need for some of the poets, like, on letterhead, a real copy.
Yeah, I don't know there is a need, but just I wanted to do it because some people are old-fashioned, and I know that one of my panelists, at least one, Danny is old-fashioned about certain things. So certain things make a difference to him. If he gets something in print, I know it will make him feel good. So that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, we could do that.
Yeah. And Scott and Karen, it's not going to matter, they are not old-fashioned, they are normal. So okay, so other than that, everything is cool. If something emerges tomorrow, I'll let you know.
Okay, great. And I talked to Bill about his the panel there for the local poets roundtable, and that seemed to be fine. Budget, we're gonna come out ahead a little bit. I'm not too sure I'm not too sure what the English department HOS funds, whether we'll be able to keep any of that extra money or not, or what happens to that. But we are getting 500 from the Coastal Bend Writing Project. So I'm not too sure what we'll have to do. We'll have to talk to everybody afterwards, but we're probably going to be way under budget this time. There's a whole bunch of announcements of things that are coming up and things here. But my big question is, do we need another meeting? I mean, I'm definitely going to be meeting with Karen and Josh and Bill next week, and then each individual panelist. But do we need another meeting? Do we to talk about certain things between now and then?
When you're saying panelists, do
I'm
you
talking like
get
you,
panel leaders?
Steph,
Okay,
Robin,
so
Rossi,
you're not talking
Dylan,
about the
and
people
Josh.
in our panel.
No, I'm talking about the hosts, the panel hosts.
I personally don't need a meeting I have a feeling that, Tom, you probably have the best feel about how things go and whether you need a meeting. If you need a meeting, call it. So far as I'm concerned, I'm
Okay.
cool. All set.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing here. All right, so, okay, that sounds reasonable. I mean, it starts in 20 days, so 3 weeks from yesterday. So I think we're good. I think the big two worries are the Zoom aspect of it and the Rob Jackson Awards at this moment, but I think they're both solvable. We'll see how that goes. The other things are just going to be things are going to have to, between now and then, have to get done and stuff. So,
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get you an accommodation, even if it's not before the.
I think we're going to have to go find the janitor at downtown and see if
I
he'll
don't know.
find something.
I just don't have your power, Tom. You
I
wrote
don't
when they
have your
jumped.
I was looking at the city council and Michael Hunter is one of the city council members.
Oh, who I
And-
actually know. He was
Yeah,
a
who you
student of
know,
mine.
and also his dad like came to my class and stuff. So I thought about maybe he's kind of an on the ball guy. I don't know how it's going to look if I reach out, given that I'm your wife. Do we need to try to find somebody
Well-
other than somebody named Murphy to try to talk to them?
I can forward you the stuff, and you can say that the committee has done this. You can tell them, don't tell Tom, it's a secret. Maybe that'll lend you more credibility.
Maybe. I was trying to think
Okay.
who I could ask as a favor to reach out to Michael Hunter, or maybe some of the,
Actually,
I've got some ideas. So if you forward it to me, I've got, I'll see which kind of rich friends we have to be like, hey,
Okay.
I had one other kind of weird idea about the writing contest. Since we will be doing the Authors Day in April, I didn't know if we end up with a bunch of money we don't give away, maybe we can do something People's Poetry Fest sponsored for that. I don't know. It would be just weird. Or we just save the money for
No,
next year.
I think that's another good idea, Susan.
Yeah.
We could postpone those maybe if we needed to.
Well, let's see if we get submissions. Alice says
Yeah.
everybody always turns them in at the last minute. So,
But actually, sorry. That really is brilliant, because since we're not doing this physically, it could just be a whole different time frame. It could be in April during Poetry Month.
We could do that too, and we
I
could
don't
just
hear
kind of like add to our kind of
Can
branching out.
anybody else
You
hear
have to
Tom?
turn on your
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that, Tom, because I had my sound off.
Okay, well, that could actually help, like, get us to have something going on throughout the year continuously, instead of just being a once a year event and all.
Yeah. And it kind of lessens the crunch of so many events all in 3 days. It's
True.
not a bad idea, but let's see what we get by
Okay.
Wednesday. But I think that's that's a great idea, Susan.
thanks. I didn't think it was a great idea. I thought it was a crazy idea, but thank you. And
No, I
the
mean-
cat was a great, I had to look at the chat to figure out there was a cat running around.
Is that what that is? Because I was looking at it, I go, God, that's some interesting comments, but I have no idea what they're referring to.
I thought Karen had a Davy Crockett hat on.
I saw the kitty from Rudy, and I go, what kitty? Okay, got it. Nice.
Good times.
Yes. All right. Well, this sounds fun, and like hopefully, I really want to, like, when the shit stops hitting the fan and we can all get together, I think we should really all get together and have like kind of a fun time together. Just a bit of a Wahoo dinner and just hang out or something like that sometime. So
That'll be right about the time our next festival comes about.
yeah, that's the sad thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Excellent idea, but it will take time for sure.
It will take time, but I'm yes, looking forward to that. Everybody's been doing a lot of work, and I appreciate that and all. So I think maybe it might not be a bad idea. Okay, yeah, okay. So and that's something too. We can. I like kind of like that idea. That may help things, and we could. It may be best in the long run, but we'll see. All right, and then yeah. So Juan and Alan, I'm gonna expect an email from me because I want to talk to you about something. Okay, about the laureate thing. So all right. Thank you, everybody. Unless there's any other questions, confusion,
Tom.
chaos. Pardon?
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, you're welcome. And thanks,
Thank you,
Karen,
everybody.
one more time to Karen for great
Yes,
website.
Karen.
Karen
Love
and
it.
Nova.
Good night, guys.
I want to see Nova.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Oh,
There she is.
that's a pretty kitty.
She's our rescue kitty.
Oh,
Oh,
Crystal, let me get a
kitty
cat.
cat.
She's our People's Poetry Festival honorary cat.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Absolutely.
That's it. Cool.
Rudy and Crystal, I'll be in touch with y'all. We'll try and figure out how best to get this sign up form going.
Okay.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that, Karen.
All right. Cool. Guys, all take care of each other. Okay.
Okay. Y'all
Yes,
do the
All right.
you do the
Good to
same.
see y'all.
See you later, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night. Later, guys.
How you doing, Javier?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Doing okay, yeah. So if you have you been going to Acapulco's and eating and things? Are you
Yeah.
still?
I go
Wow.
there on Mondays at 7 a.m.
Wow. So is it pretty quiet then?
Yes, very quiet.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I miss seeing you and I miss going down there too and all. So, but you've been doing a lot of photography, I know.
I've been going to the park quite often, every day almost, just hang out. And I have a feeder at home that helps out too.
Yeah, yeah, we have a feeder. We got tons of pigeons if you want to, or doves if you want to take some dove pictures.
I have to get out of the house so that I can get other birds. I mean, I have about 10 or so
Right.
varieties that come
Yeah,
to the house, but that's it, you know.
right. Well, that's cool.
Glad to see you, man. Take care. Thanks
It's
for
good
everything.
to see you
you're doing.
too. You take care. All right.
All right. Talk
Bye-bye.
to you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. It's
Bye,
Robin
Robin.
signing
Bye.
out.
All right. Miss you.